have Mahima Singh, who continues to be with me. Mahima Singh joining us right now. Mahima, the fact is, put the spotlight on your pick of vice presidential candidate. You have the Chief Minister of Telangana, who has been camping right now in Delhi to still try and appeal to the conscience of Andhra and Telangana states. But the sheer fact, ma'am, and TDP is supporting the NDA. The opposition in Andhra, which ideally YSRCP should have gone with you, is fully supporting the NDA. You have the BRS that is refusing to cast its ballot. They are abstaining. The only lone vote you're getting from the region is that one MP, which is AIMIM, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi.
So, Preeti, the BJP spokesperson, I was listening to him very carefully, and he's best known for dramatization of debates and more so for denigration and deviation from the discourse. Moving forward, let me bring the focus to the vice presidential election discourse, which has set on because finding its ground in the unceremonial resignation. You are asking me about the, our VP candidate's state and the support coming from therein. What about the vote Chor party's choice of candidate? He comes from the state of Tamil Nadu. What about all the MPs from Tamil Nadu? Have they been able to woo the MPs from Tamil Nadu? I think the answer is very evident for everybody to perceive and understand. And I must bring your focus and your viewers' focus to the Puri farmhouse, where former VP Dhankhar is staying. And the heavily policed outside of that farmhouse, he's not allowed to speak, Preeti. What times are we living in, when there is an unceremonial removal of the vice president, masqueraded as a resignation, where he's not allowed to speak at all after that, where, he's not been given a farewell by the BJP, no dinner, no meeting. Did CP Radhakrishnan go and meet Dhankharji at least to pay his regard and respect? We did not see that one. Justice Sudarshan Reddy meeting the leaders of the India bloc, I think it's only obvious. It shows the low IQ of the BJP to bring that under the spot. But I think the vote Chor party must answer. We know how they have secured power in the parliament, whatever reduced number of seats they were able to gain after the Chappa Par ka nara, after the constitution badal denge ka nara. Today, of course, they are rattled. They are absolutely baffled because they know that there's going to be cross-voting and they know it's going to be from within them, and the Rudy phenomenon is going to repeat itself.
The Rudy phenomena, you're actually trying to get into a constitutional club election and compare it to the vice presidential election. I just want to give our viewers perspective because I'll tell you why. No, allow me, ma'am. Allow me, because I just want to give our viewers perspective because you speak of the Rudy phenomena. What the Congress spokesperson is referring to is an election that took place in the constitutional club, a small club in Delhi, where you had BJP face off against the BJP. You had Rajiv Pratap Rudy face off against Mr. Sanjeev Balyan. And Mr. Rudy won that election. But that is what Mahima Singh is trying to suggest. But I want to bring in Shehzad Poonawalla into this conversation back. But Shehzad Poonawalla, one might cast any aspersions on the candidate of the India alliance, the opposition. But the sheer fact is, you speak of, Mr. Sudarshan Reddy being anti-national, or someone who gave a ruling where Salwa Judum was concerned, and that if it was not the ruling, then Naxalism would have ended long time back. But the sheer fact, that ruling happened in 2012. 2013, Shehzad Poonawalla, your own party wanted him to be the Lokayukta of the BJP. You mooted his name after that judgment.
So let me address this question and then give me an opportunity to address the other things that Mahima said as well. First of all, I did not use the word anti-national for Justice Sudarshan Reddy.
No, I'm talking about the BJP, sir, not you.
No. Yeah. We are saying that there is a stand of pro or soft Naxalism, and I'll prove it to you. Forget Sudarshan Reddy's judgment. You may have a different view on it. Somebody else may have a different view. But Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee head has said that we should be soft towards Naxals. Congress's ally, the left, has said that there should be ceasefire when Naxalism is now facing its last dying death. and it will be eradicated by 2026. Naxalis have been called Shaheed by Supriya Shrinet and by Kanhaiya Kumar, and I have videos of both. So Congress's stand has been soft, even though they once upon a time called it an internal security threat. Forget Sudarshan Reddy. I'm talking about the force behind Sudarshan Reddy is pro-Naxalism. Secondly, I pity the intellectual depth of a person who compares a Constitution Club election to the election of the second highest position of the Constitution. By the way, in that election also, both were BJP people. So a BJP man has only won the Constitution Club election, and a BJP man is going to win the Vice President election. I don't know how Mahima is using this argument against me, but anyways, since she thinks that it is a great argument to make, please make it all day long. But having said that, my simple question is only this now, that as far as the Vice President, the former Vice President is concerned, you must have read the news reports. I read India Today report. He has chosen to go to somebody's private farmhouse. After 1.5 months or whatever duration of time, he has now applied for a government bungalow. He is still the former Vice President. He therefore deserves a protocol and a particular level of security which has been accorded to him. But those who were mocking him while he was on the chair, those who made fun of his posture, today have a bleeding heart. मतलब ये सैयारा तो गजब का सैयारा है. ये तो मैंने प्रीति जी कभी ऐसा सैयारा नहीं देखा. जब वो सीट पे थे तब गाली देते थे, सीट से निकल गए अपना लेटर लिखकर, तो अब उनको सैयारा और भाईचारा याद आ रहा है. Last point, just last point, Preeti, one last line. Preeti, I have seen many things in this country, but a judge standing with a 5-time convict for a vote, ये मैंने नहीं देखा. प्रीति जी, ये कितनी नैतिकता वाला मामला है, आप बता दो मुझे. एक जज एक चारा घोटालेबाज के साथ.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you, but Shehzad, you still haven't answered, because after that judgment which you found troublesome,
let me answer.
You yourself, the BJP itself mooted the name of Justice Sudarshan Reddy as the Lokayukta of BJP. I'll come back to you, but let's listen in on what Shehzad was speaking of. That question was posed to the vice presidential pick of the India and the opposition alliance. Listen in to Justice or former Justice Sudarshan Reddy.
लालू जी से मिलने को लेकर बहुत छोटा सा बनाया जा रहा है. बोला आपने बोला ऑर्डिनरी मैन है, बनाने का है, बनाओ. लालू जी से मिलने को लेकर बहुत छोटा सा बनाया जा रहा है. बोला आपने बोला ऑर्डिनरी मैन है, बनाने का है, बनाओ.
All right, so you have Justice Sudarshan Reddy saying it's much ado about nothing, politics being played, but I want to bring in Aarti Jairath into this conversation. Aarti Jairath never, you know, even at the last time where the animosity or the acrimony between the ND and the India alliance, at that time there was no India alliance, was at an all-time high, which was, you know, during Margaret Alva's election and Jagdeep Dhankhar's election. At that time, there was Margaret Alva as the pick of the India alliance. Even then, they were not personal attacks like the ones that we see right now. You know, the gloves are completely off.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, Preeti. I mean, in all my years, I have seen so many vice presidential elections, and they have kind of passed unnoticed, really, because the numbers have always been with the ruling party, and the ruling party has always got its candidate elected. This is the first time that, you know, maybe it's a closer contest because the opposition has much larger numbers in parliament than it has had, say, in the last 10 years. And, you know, so that's why we're seeing this very polarized, very sharply contested election. And, you know, I mean, it's very sad to see the kind of politicking going on. It's very sad to see the kind of slurs and aspersions being cast on the two candidates. You know, I mean, I think both are highly respected people. They both come with their own, you know, sets of merit and qualifications. And at the end of the day, this is a constitutional post. I mean, yes, it's chairman of the Rajya Sabha, but it's also a constitutional post, the second highest post in the country. And if, God forbid, something happens to the president, the vice president actually functions as the president for some time. So, you know, it's an important constitutional post. And I think even the election deserves the respect that that post should get. And it's very sad to see it degenerate into this ghotala and Salwa Judum and this and RSS and so on and so forth. You know, I mean, that's not really the issue at stake here today.
No,
the issue at stake here is that there are two alliances that have put up candidates and, you know, let the best man win. It's as simple as that.
Well, this was an election which did get a bit, you know, muddied or dirty in terms of the personal attacks on either sides, and it came flying from either sides of the divide. All right.